Hello, everybody. Welcome to 3 at 9. I'm Stephanie Simoni. I hope all of you are staying warm out there as this bitter cold weather is not going away, at least for the weekend. And so the temperatures won't be above freezing until next week, early next week, thank goodness. But for now, we just have to grin and bear it, right? And hopefully everybody has a warm place to stay and something nice to do at home because no one wants to go outside in this. And speaking of these bitter cold temperatures, we want to get to Luke Haidash's story from tonight because it kind of just proves that not all ice is safe right now. A man was pulled from icy waters in Noank. He's recovering tonight. A friend called police. They all tried to help him get out of the water. And Luke Haidash is... he spoke with those officers in Groton, and so we will hear from them right now. Let me get to Luke Haidash's story. Here we go. Okay, I did that incorrectly. Let me try that again. Let's get to Luke Haidash's story.
He's been in there for about 15 minutes.
Yes, he has.
The quick thinking of Officer Brian Albee is part of the reason why the man in this video is going to be okay. He fell in the water at Spicer's Marina. A friend went to check on him and called police when he found him in the water.
He should really be thanking his buddy because without his friend checking on him, this could have been an entirely different story.
Multiple officers and the friend got the man to shore and to the hospital. Icy conditions no doubt played a role here. The water is freezing, and oftentimes in these conditions, calls like this require extra equipment.
Water safety, water survival is a low-frequency, high-risk event.
Taftville Fire Chief Timothy Jenks is part of the Norwich dive team. They didn't go to this call in Groton, but have been out on a few lately. They've got a special vehicle stocked with special equipment, like this underwater drone, underwater sonar called Aqua Eye, and plenty of cold weather gear for divers, and those working above water. Water this cold causes problems.
It complicates things. You take a person out of the water, and the first thing they do is freeze up. Our equipment does the same thing. So we have to constantly rotate it and move forward with that.
The dive team responds region-wide, and members have special training.
In cold water, without the specialized gear in cold water, you're just going to create another victim.
Things kick in, and you remember stuff that you were taught, and just remember to try to help as best as you can.
Officer Albee says training and instinct gave this call a good ending.
Absolutely remarkable, and we are so grateful for those officers and their quick thinking to get him out of the water, their friend too, who alerted the officers. We are also following a big story out of New Britain. We broke this last night, and we are continuing to follow the situation out of New Britain after a cyber attack at City Hall. Amanda Callahan, she was out there covering this, trying to find out whether or not people's information got out, whether or not, neighbors in New Britain had their personal information released to whoever did this cyber attack. So Amanda Callahan, she spoke with neighbors and the city, and you will hear from her right now.
What are they looking for a ransom in New Britain? I mean, that's surprising right there.
A ransomware attack on New Britain's city networks. Early Wednesday morning, the New Britain Police Department was notified of a network disruption that then spread throughout the city's internet server, and it's still an ongoing issue.
We are working to determine which portions of the city's network infrastructure were impacted.
State and federal authorities, including the FBI, are investigating, and it's too soon to tell whether personal information stored on the city's server was accessed. But cyber expert Tim Weber says typically the goal of a ransomware attack is not to steal the data.
They are the ones that have the keys, and as a result, what they end up doing is basically saying, hey, you want to get access to your data or your systems back, pay X amount of ransom.
Although this is impacting the network at places like the police and fire departments, the city has backup plans in place to keep the impact to residents minimal.
Public safety services remain operational, and the city continues to deliver essential services. There has been no interruption to emergency response, and every possible step is being taken to limit any impact on residents, businesses, and city operations.
And keeping those operations going is why Weber says city governments are often targets.
Government has kind of a no-fail mission in that they have to always keep running. You can't say, oh, we're going to shut down the police department or the fire department today. Certainly you're not going to look to shut down public works this week.
But for New Britain business owner William Coscarelli, it's still surprising to hear.
It's concerning. We've never had one before. I've been in the city I've owned my business since 1999, and we've never had anything like this. So that's concerning.
However, he says he tends to operate his mechanical contracting company old school anyways.
So we mail letter checks because we get tax bills in the mail, and then we return the stub with our check.
I liked William, and I like his hat. It's a good way to stay warm. So, of course, we will continue to try and cover the cyber attack at New Britain and find out more information as it becomes available. Now, home heating oil, up in demand right now, and you really feel for folks who are doing this because they're outside, trying to get the oil to people's homes. And we spoke with a man who was delivering oil today, very busy. He's high in demand, and he said that he couldn't get to some people's homes because it was too dangerous. So this is a good reminder for everyone that wherever you get your oil or your propane, if you get them serviced to your house, make sure there's a clear path for these delivery drivers, because if it's too dangerous, they might skip your house. And right now, we all need oil. We all need to keep our homes warm. So let's go to Owen Kingsley's story, who spoke with those delivery drivers today.
I called just about every home heating oil company in Greater Waterbury, nearly all of them telling me they're just too busy right now to stop and talk. We did finally find a taker, but we did have to go meet them halfway. John DeLorenzo owns Anytime Oil. He only had a few minutes to speak with us, so we met him at one of his 62 deliveries today. So you're just trying to cram them in today?
Yeah, 7 days a week.
Gotcha. What has this been like for customers? Is there a bit of a backlog right now?
Yes, 2-3 days.
John will get you your oil, but in case you can't wait that long, you can use diesel fuel in a pinch. Pour a few gallons into the same spot your oil gets delivered. Despite being several days removed from Winter Storm Benjamin's massive snowfall, some people still haven't cleared their pathways to make these deliveries.
Yes, and we have to reject some of them just because it's just too dangerous.
Describe what some of these are like.
Sheet ice, and or you don't know what's underneath. It could be a sewer, a hole, you never know.
Against all odds, a second oil company found 5 minutes between deliveries to speak with us today. John Glowowski owns Diversified Petroleum Service in Woken. He sees the same issue on some of his routes, trying to make a path through the snow and ice, slowing him down and cutting down how many customers he has time to get to.
You get stuff that's chest high and the snow doesn't really support you. You have to throw the hose over it, roll over it, just crawl through it, whatever you have to do to get to the customer's fill.
Typically a one-person job, but today he's got his helper, Gary.
It's not cost effective, but right now you really need it. You do 10 stops and have to chug through the snow, you're beat.
From both of the Johns I spoke with today, they're sharing that same message. Make sure that you have that pathway through any snow or ice cleared, and salt or sand any pavement they may have to walk on so they can deliver your oil safely. Your reporter in Woken, I'm Owen Kingsley, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Oh, you could just see how cold it is where Owen was earlier today. And it was cold everywhere. And certainly make sure you have a clear path to wherever you need to get your oil delivered at your house. Lastly, we always like to end with good news, of course. This is kind of a neat scene in Glastonbury. Take a look at this. This is somebody who decided to, yes, freeze their jeans. This is on Main Street when you're driving through Glastonbury, and this is dozens of pairs of blue jeans standing upright in their yard. You know, I don't even think I have enough jeans in my house to do this with. I love how they're upside down. It looks like someone's in the snow, or the snow is so deep that someone, is buried underneath there. I don't know, but this is a very cute display. And you just do this with putting your jeans in very, very hot water, and that actually freezes quicker because the molecules are just all going together real crazy. So you get them out there in the freezing cold, and they freeze pretty quickly. And there you go, frozen jeans in glass. That is the good news, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see it for yourself, once again, that is Main Street there in Glastonbury. Okay, we have a lot coming up for you tonight at 10. We are following some developing news out of Massachusetts where 6 people, we know they're searching for 6 people in the waters outside of Gloucester. A fishing vessel went down. We know 1 body has been recovered, so we're following that news. And we will have much more on this bitter cold because it is really rough out there. So just make sure you call your loved ones, make sure everybody has a plan to stay warm, protect your pets, bundle up the kids if they have to go outside tomorrow, and just stay safe, everyone. Have a great weekend. All right, thanks for watching us here at 3 at 9. See you at 10 and 11 tonight.